Hey guys, it's me. It's Queen Osset Haru, and thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. Now, you guys know if you have to ask somebody, you might as well ask an Aquarius. So if you have a comment for me, please drop it in the comment section. Likewise, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and pass it on to somebody else. So today we're going to talk about something that I already talked to y'all about before, but this is a different twist on it, so I thought it was kind of interesting. Last week, I was talking to my Aquarius about looking at the way that they deliver information to people. I mentioned to you guys that many Aquarius get accused of having a lack of finesse when talking to other people, which I've always found to be very true, and it's something that I have worked on. Actually, I've worked on delivering the most truthful information in the nicest way possible. One of my subscribers said they would rather have hard truths than pretty lies. And I said I would rather have pretty truths. You see, I don't think people realize that you can actually have both. You can tell the truth in a nice way. It doesn't have to be a lie. You don't have to turn, like I said before, you don't have to turn something into a lie. And I think a lot of people struggle with that because the feedback I get from it is people just don't know how to do it. That's just the bottom line. They have a hard time figuring out how to tell the truth in a nice way. And I think it's just one of the plights of the Aquarius. It's something that we have to learn to deal with as we get older and if we care enough about it to do it. Because that's the bottom line with Aquarius. Aquarius will work on and perfect anything we care enough about. If we care about doing it, we'll make it happen. So I think that's just the bottom line. So a Gemini said to me after that video, she said to me she's in a relationship with an Aquarius. And she does experience that with the Aquarius, being too blunt and delivering things in such a way that sometimes can be hurtful. But she said at the same time, if you don't talk to him, the Aquarius, in a certain manner, the Aquarius gets angry. And she said to me, that's some audacity. And it made me laugh because I was like, yeah. It's just more unreasonable Aquarius behavior. I love Aquarius. I am Aquarius. But one thing about me, I know the shit with us. I know the shit with myself, and I don't lie about it and I don't hide it. It is what it is. So when somebody says to me, Aquarius do X, like in this case, Aquarius can be unreasonable sometimes. I'm like, yeah. Yeah, we can. Aquarius do have that tendency. We have some weird things going on with us because we have some contradictions going on. And this is one of those contradictions. I told you guys that some of us are extremely youthful, but at the same time, an old soul. How do you balance those two things at the same time? We do. I'm somebody that people always call a wise old soul, but I'm real youthful. I ride around on merry-go-rounds, I'm not afraid to do things that would be considered for kids, If you saw a grown woman on a merry-go-round, you would be like, what is she doing? I have no problems with stuff like that. Every time I go to Atlantic City or to the Panama, Panama has this one mall that I really like, and it has this huge merry-go-round, and it has this little choo-choo train that you can ride through the mall. I always get on it. So Aquarius are very youthful, but at the same time have this elder soul. You see? So we have a lot of contradictions like that though, and this is one of them. We say whatever we want to say out of our mouth, however we want to say it, until we get the point that that's not okay. And some of us never get that point. So we say whatever we want to say out of our mouths, but we're very sensitive about what you say to us. And my Aquarius will sometimes dispute this, but I'm like, you're lying. Because if somebody says the wrong thing to you, you'll stop talking to them. And I guarantee it. I put my whole check on it. If you talking to an Aquarius and you talk to them wrong, you rub them wrong, you do something wrong in the conversation, an Aquarius will stop talking to you. I'm telling you, because I've done it. I've done it, and I've seen other Aquarius do it. But at the same time, we'll argue to be as blunt as we possibly can and to always keep it real. So you can talk to people as blunt and direct as you want to, but they have to talk to you a certain kind of way. That's Aquarius. And that's one of them unreasonable things that I'll be talking about. And there's no excuse that I can make for it. I can't say to you, or this, I can't say nothing. It's all I can do is stutter. It's nothing I can say. All I can tell you is that it is true, and that's just how it is. Now, if you are dealing with an Aquarius like this Gemini, and you putting up with this shit, that's on you. That's on you, because if I was with an Aquarius and they were speaking to me very bluntly or in a way that hurt my feelings, but then expected me to talk nice to them, we'd have a huge fight, because I would tell them, if you're not going to do the same thing with me, then I'm not going to do that with you. We probably wouldn't even be together, because we wouldn't have made it that far, you see. So I always tell people, whenever you're dealing with somebody of any sun sign, every sun sign has some shit with them, something that's just them, and the contradictions are Aquarius, very much so. So if you're dealing with an Aquarius and that's just how they are, and you are engaging in a relationship, that's on you, because I wouldn't do that. I just wouldn't do it. I would tell the Aquarius, the same way you want me to talk to you is the same way you need to talk to me, or you need not talk to me at all. Deuces. Okay? That's what I would tell the Aquarius. And that's why I said we probably wouldn't make it that far, because we probably would have had that argument in the first 2 weeks. So some of these things that people say to me are true. No, I'm not going to try to defend. I can't defend it. It is what it is. All I can tell you is, a lot of times people ask me, why does my Aquarius do this? Or why does my Aquarius do that? Or they'll ask me about another zodiac sign. Why does my Cancer do this? Why does my Gemini do that? Because you allow it. Whatever you allow a person to do, that's what they're going to do. If they know that their behavior is unacceptable, they're going to change their behavior, or they're going to leave you alone. It's up to you how people treat you. And I don't think most people understand that. It doesn't matter their zodiac sign. People treat you the way you allow them to treat you. And if you tell them that you're not going to put up with it, and then don't put up with it, they're either going to change their behavior or they're not going to deal with you. And to me, that's fine. If you can't treat me the way I deserve to be treated, then you need not deal with me. Now, this is not a problem that all Aquarius have, because like I said, I used to be one of those blunt talking Aquarius, and sometimes I am spicier than others to this day. But I'm aware of it, and I think about it, and when I have to deliver something to a client or to a friend, I do carefully think about it. I'm not sure how often I hit the mark. I think I know I hit it more often than I used to. So it's still a work in progress. So it's not like all Aquarius are like that. But if you look at the comment section, whenever I talk about, finessing your conversations, or watching how you talk to people, or delivering the truth in a beautiful way, delivering the truth to someone in a way that is as kind as possible, you'll see that many Aquarius will comment underneath that they want to keep it real and that's not what I do, and I'm telling you, you'll see it every single time. And I just ignore it and keep moving because I know that that's what they're going to do. You know? So you're going to see that vibration. But there's some of us, like myself and others, who see it and we do try. So all I can tell you is if you have one of those Aquarius who is, that walking contradiction, it's up to you how you let them treat you. So if they're not treating you in a manner that is appropriate, or a manner that you want to be treated in, change the behavior. Stop dealing with them, or let them know it's not acceptable. Because Aquarius are just like anybody else. If they know it's not acceptable, they're going to consider what you had to say. And if they don't, is that really a person who should be in your life? Somebody who want to talk to you gangster, but they want you to walk on eggshells? That's not somebody you should be in a relationship with. So really think about that. Think about those concepts and think about your life and how do you want your life to be? Thanks for your question. All right, guys, it's time for me to get going. So if you would like me to do a reading for you, please email me. If you would like to get in contact with me, all my social media will be underneath this video. And if you would like to be one of my patrons on Patreon, that would be fabulous. Please check out my Patreon page. I just uploaded a new edition of the Witch Trials. So for those of you who are patrons, I just reviewed the Blair Witch, or is it called Blair? It's called Blair Witch from 2016. And I talked about it and I reviewed it, and it's all on my Patreon page. All right, guys, time for me to get going. See you later.